the most dangerous app Facebook ever created. In 2018, millions of Facebook users unknowingly handed over their personal information to Facebook, believing they were using an app that protected their privacy. These people downloaded Onevo Protect VPN, an app owned by Facebook. Users were told that the app would protect their personal data and keep them safe from hackers and anyone trying to steal their information. But what they didn't know was that the very app designed to protect their privacy was secretly sending their data back to Facebook. This incident affected millions of Onevo Protect VPN users and became one of the biggest privacy scandals in the history of the technology industry. But how did the company that claimed to protect people's personal information eventually become one of the biggest companies accused of spying on its own users? In this video, you'll discover exactly how it happened. It all started in 2013. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, noticed a serious problem. Although Facebook was the largest social media platform in the world, many young people, privacy advocates, and independent journalists were beginning to leave the platform. They were worried that their online activities and personal data were being monitored. That worried Mark Zuckerberg. He realized that if people continued leaving Facebook, the company could lose its dominance. So he came up with a new plan. His plan was to acquire every fast-growing app before it became a serious competitor. He bought Instagram. He also tried to buy Snapchat. But Snapchat's founders refused to sell. So Zuckerberg decided to find another way to discover which apps people were moving to. But one important question remained. How could Facebook find out which apps people were using, how much time they spent on them, and which companies could become Facebook's biggest competitors in the future? To find the answer, Facebook acquired a company called Onevo. The company had developed an app called Onevo Protect VPN, which was already being used by millions of people around the world. People downloaded the app because they believed it protected their privacy and secured their internet connection. But after Facebook acquired Onevo, everything changed. Facebook's engineers modified the app. Whenever someone turned on Onevo Protect VPN, the app collected detailed information about how that person used their smartphone and transmitted analytics back to Facebook. Facebook could see which apps users had installed, how often they opened them, how much time they spent using them, and which apps were becoming more popular. Facebook then analyzed this information to identify the fastest-growing apps in the market. Internal company documents later revealed that this data was used to monitor companies that could become future competitors. When Facebook saw how quickly WhatsApp was growing, it recognized its importance. Facebook later acquired WhatsApp for approximately $19 billion. The company also used Onevo's data to closely monitor Snapchat and many other competing apps. The people using Onevo Protect VPN believed their privacy was being protected. But in reality, their app usage data was being used to help Facebook make business decisions and understand its competitors. For years, millions of people had no idea this was happening. Then cybersecurity researchers began examining the app. They discovered that Onevo collected far more information than most users realized. Soon afterward, journalists published investigations explaining how Facebook was using the data collected through the app. The story quickly spread around the world. Facebook was accused of using a privacy app to spy on millions of users and gain an unfair advantage over competing companies. The backlash was enormous. Apple eventually removed Onevo Protect VPN from the App Store, saying that it violated Apple's rules on user data collection. Several governments also launched investigations into Facebook's data collection practices. Eventually, Australian regulators took legal action against Facebook, alleging that the company had misled consumers about how Onevo collected and used their data. The case ended with Facebook agreeing to pay millions of dollars to settle the allegations. But for a company that earns billions of dollars every year, the financial penalty changed very little. What mattered more was the damage to Facebook's reputation. The Onevo scandal reminded the world of an important lesson. Sometimes, the app that promises to protect your privacy can be the very app collecting the most information about you. Today, the Onevo Protect VPN scandal is remembered as one of the biggest privacy and data collection controversies in the history of the technology industry. It serves as a reminder that before trusting any free app with your personal information, it's worth asking one simple question. If the product is free, who is really benefiting from your data?